Is this on?
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano and Eric Slamilton Hamilton. We're alive. We're alive.
You know, I really gotta congratulate you here. The studio looks great.
Yeah, thank you.
After what happened Sunday.
Yes, if you're not on Patreon, which you should be, patreon.com/.
We're not going to tell you.
What's Wrong with Wrestling. Well, I also posted the video.
No, I think this.
also, yeah.
I think this is a teaser.
We blew up.
AEW. If you didn't watch it, if the match went 30 minutes, or even if the match doesn't go 30 minutes, apparently there's no way to stop the explosion from happening.
Either way, it's going to explode, but
It's
not
gonna
really explode.
But not really.
And if you didn't see it, like a few sparklers went off. It was a joke.
Yeah.
And apparently it killed Eddie Kingston.
The best comparison I saw, I think it was Aaron Garcia. He was like, it's the ex-wife from Iron Man 2. That like crazy missile that Hammer puts in the War Machine suit. And
Right.
And it goes.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
So, and then for the Patreon episode, we blew up at the end. Check that out if you're not a Patreon.
I mean, you even spent the money and got the toys again.
Yes.
I know.
And just like at Revolution, all those explosions happened, and the ring was perfectly fine, just like our table was perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah.
All they had to do,
that's a good table.
all AEW had to do was collapse the ring like they do in WWE.
Yeah.
And everyone would have bought it.
Yeah.
Right. Just blow up, collapse the ring, like when Big Show and Lesnar go off the top rope and shit. It's
But I mean, it wasn't even like Kane's fire, which would have been fine.
Right.
It was sparklers.
Sparklers.
It was sparklers,
And
and it was so awful.
Clappy dust.
And I'm so mad. Until that moment, it was a D pay-per-view.
Right.
C- at best. You could maybe argue a C at best.
At best.
And I still can't believe how many marks are saying how great that pay-per-view was.
I
and
was-
even some of our fans. I'm talking to you.
I was here watching the pay-per-view.
Yes.
And I left.
You left.
It was that...
Eric got up and left.
It literally did nothing.
Eric said these words, I've seen enough.
Yeah.
Eric was like, I'll do the recap with you guys. And then, a couple hours later, he's
watch
like,
the show.
I'm out of here.
Yeah. I'm like,
Nah.
I got
Like Christian,
things.
like who's not a fan of Christian, right?
Right.
He's Edge's brother / best friend, Captain Charisma. He always has good matches. He tells a good story. But that's not a guy that you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to see who the big name is. You know what I mean? He's just
Right.
not that guy.
Right.
He was the worst of the four names it had to be. Lesnar, Punk, Angle, Christian. Had to be one of those four.
Angle was definitely the worst on
Well,
that
again,
list.
the way they hyped it,
Yeah, but Angle...
the way they hyped it, the only way people would be satisfied if it was Punk or Lesnar, no one else.
The way that they hyped it, no one could be satisfied.
People said John Cena and The Rock; those are just ridiculous.
Just
names.
come on.
stupid.
Those are just
Come
dumb.
on.
Stupid.
Come the fuck on.
They shouldn't have even teased it. If it was, they should have just let him come out.
Right.
It would be
Although-
and then it would have been a really cool surprise.
Paul White did warn us. It's not who you think.
That's true.
We
Although
thought Lesnar, Punk.
it was who I thought. So
Right.
With that clue.
I got that one.
With that clue.
With that clue.
Because you would have picked Lesnar or Punk, but it's
Oh,
not
sure.
who you thought.
Of course I would have.
But he said
Yeah.
it's not who you think.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Still shame on you.
You ain't gonna get fooled again.
You ain't gonna get it.
So,
Anyway, there's that.
This is-
Now, I watched SmackDown and Raw.
oh, that's good. That's pretty
I-
much
My
required for
condolences.
this.
Yeah, and I have no notes. I have nothing to say.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
These are
so
all
nothing.
just notes from last week. So
Yeah.
we'll just do
I
last
believe
week's
it.
show again.
I believe it.
There was nothing.
Nothing.
Move the needle. A rematch for the title that had no story.
Right.
Nothing happened. Like, just nothing happened.
Right.
Drew
How do you
and
not-
Sheamus, did they further their feud? That's an ending to
No.
a feud to me.
No. Someone's got to win.
Please.
AEW kind of shit the bed with the ending of their pay-per-view. How do you not capitalize and make fun of that?
How do you not explode the ring on Monday Night Raw and be like, that's how it's done?
Assholes.
Like, how do you not do
Assholes.
that?
yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah,
you could
'cause
have
the
totally,
Fiend-
had Alexa blow up the ring with Orton in it.
Absolutely.
Don't do the Miz now. Is that contagious?
That's correct. Not
You almost-
absolutely.
I know,
Yeah.
but it was like the same tone.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely.
I let it
Sorry.
slide
I'm sorry.
once. I was
It's
going to let
contagious.
it slide.
The Miz is contagious.
Yeah.
For sure.
Anyways, yeah. A lot of shit to talk about, really.
A lot of shit.
I don't think there was one enjoyable thing on SmackDown or Raw.
My best moment is pass as of right now.
Oh, that's a sweep it, for sure.
When you say best moment, you mean best moment, best move, best match, best...
No, there was...
Spoiler alert, there is no best moment and awards coming up later. First, we have to thank 3 new patrons. So, special shout out to Bootleg Joe,
Boom,
Josh Blevins, and John Nicholson, Jack Nicholson's son. He's a really cool guy.
Obviously.
Loves the podcast, loves wrestling. He's going to have front row courtside seats to our podcast.
And as I turned the TV off at Tune-Up as I left to come here, a few good men.
Nice.
So, I mean...
Crazy.
Well, that's
it all comes full circle.
What a
Triple
coincidence. That's on TV every day.
Thank God. It's my favorite movie.
Yeah, so go to patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. We have all the awesome brackets. We have the Wednesday Night War podcast, NXT versus AEW. We obviously recapped Revolution. Later this month, we got Fastlane.
Yeah.
And then we're also going to do, I think we're going to do the bracket, best wrestler to never win a world championship.
Yeah.
Good one.
You know how fun brackets are for everyone except Eric.
Good one.
Well, that's one where, like, you know, I could think of a couple guys, you know, but it's tough.
Well, look,
it's a tough one.
I really like this because, A, I don't have to deal with any Shawn Michaels bullshit. First of all,
that is true.
First of all, there's no way he's on this bracket.
Well, no, he can't be. No.
Or I don't have to deal with any Stacy Keibler bullshit.
She has not won the title.
She has not won the world title.
Yeah,
Eric.
sorry.
She was never women's champion.
She has never been any kind of champion. She is like the number 1 seed.
Tori either, right?
Yeah. No, correct.
Mr. T, I don't think he's going to be on there.
Mr. T will be on there. How many of these guys? Let's see. I mean, I guess you can't do Ciampa. Todd Frazier will be on the bracket.
Todd Frazier's never won a world championship?
These are all...
Hasn't he? He hasn't...
No, I don't think so. Let's see. Yeah.
Well, you can't put Ciampa. You can't put people like Ciampa. It has to be retired people.
It could be current people.
No, it has to be retired people.
Current people that have been in there for a long time.
Unless they've been in there for 20 years. But I don't think there's anyone around.
Like John Morrison.
He's not gonna...
Hey, some guys have to go on the first round, right?
I guess so, yeah.
All right, sure.
We also have to do at some point, you know, I'm sure the fans would want it. Just, you know, we've done Hottest Male of 2019, I think is when we did
Hottest Male 2021?
No, because that'll, you know, there's not that many new guys. We got to do Hottest Male of all time. We got to figure that out. Maybe we'll do that first. Who knows?
Maybe we'll do both of them.
Whichever the fans want.
Maybe we'll do like 6 brackets that day.
6 brackets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then every bracket we do, we inch closer to having the best bracket.
That's right.
Oh, God.
Which will all just be fan voting at that point.
Yes.
So again, patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. $5 gets you everything. Check it out. Try it out.
Everything.
And then we also need to thank Adam Romero because he bought 2 T-shirts. He bought the Excited for Raw Face T-shirt, which I think he's one of 2 people to have that shirt.
Yeah.
And then a Bunny Boys T-shirt.
I think he might own every one of our shirts.
The one you're wearing. So
Ayo.
yes.
Hey, look at that. Cheap plug. I think he might own all of our shirts.
Yeah.
Because he was even
His fan question referenced that. We'll get to that later.
Okay. Yeah, he was even on Raw.
Great.
Well, that just means
Raw had a crowd.
That just means I need to create some new shirts just so that he'll buy them.
I know.
You know, like, hey, we just threw out 20 new shirts.
I'll send a text.
Thanks, Adam.
Text to the boys in the lab.
Yeah. All right, so SmackDown starts with Michael Cole in the ring.
No. This could be the worst event in wrestling history.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not a good change
where's
up.
Roman?
Not a good change up from Roman.
Worst start.
Yeah.
Roman again or Michael Cole by himself in the ring to start?
Michael Cole by himself.
It is Michael Cole.
It is.
As tired as we are of Roman, it's Michael Cole.
There's no one worse than Michael Cole.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my!
I think the only
It's
person...
me, Michael
I think the only
Cole.
person I'd rather not see is Goldberg. So Michael Cole's just like a little bit above Goldberg.
Just barely.
At that point. Because you know Goldberg's going to come out, though, and challenge for a title if he does.
Yeah. Maybe he'll challenge Michael Cole for a title.
Well, then
For his commentary title.
Right.
Commentary title.
Cole introduces Daniel Bryan and tells him, if you beat Jey Uso in a steel cage match tonight, you'll earn an opportunity at Roman Reigns in the Universal Championship 2 weeks from Sunday at the Fastlane pay-per-view event, streaming live on the WWE Network and Peacock.
And Peacock.
So much over-explanation.
I know.
It's like he explained like 10 things in one long, drawn-out sentence.
Right.
We did not need Michael Cole in the ring. Daniel Bryan could have said all this shit.
There was another very huge over-explanation on Raw that I want to make fun of later, too.
Good. So Cole asks Daniel, the Fastlane main event is currently going to be you and Edge versus Reigns and Uso. So why would you forego an opportunity to have that main event tag team match? Why have you turned your focus to Roman Reigns and the Universal title? What kind of stupid fucking question is that?
Yeah,
I did not understand it.
Look, you can have a tag team match that means nothing.
Yes.
You know what? I mean, of course, take that. Why would you go after the Universal Championship and try to main event WrestleMania? I mean, that's fucking stupid.
Fucking idiot.
What?
Kind of fucking dumbass. What
Maybe
else
if
are
you ate
doing?
some meat once in a while.
Yeah.
Why are you there if you're not trying to win a title?
You could have
all
had a
the
tag
time.
team match. So Daniel says, no one even asked me if I wanted to be in that tag match.
Because everybody knows Roman Reigns doesn't want to defend his Universal Championship at Fastlane. But here's the thing, Michael. I'm making a change. I'm not going to be the old Daniel Bryan anymore. So I know they've got this dream match. They've got Edge versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. They've got that idea for their main event of WrestleMania. And I get it. Attitude Era versus the Thunderdome.
What?
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 Are we officially calling this the Thunderdome era? Because that sucks.
First of all,
I guess it is.
fuck you.
Yeah.
Attitude Era versus the Thunderdome.
I have a question.
Edge was more
How dare
ruthless
you.
aggression.
Yes.
I mean, Edge was around, but he's more ruthless aggression.
Oh,
like
for
that's when he
sure.
became rated R superstar.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Attitude Era
Also,
versus the Thunderdome.
First of all, how many is every match a dream match now?
yeah,
Yes.
this is not
Because
a
they
dream
were like,
match.
oh, I know everybody wants it. Edge versus Daniel Bryan, dream match for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But now Roman versus Edge is a dream match?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Roman versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan? Is that a dream?
Any-
Have you dreamt about
That's
that?
kind of like Inception. That's like 2 levels down.
A dream that you're dreaming.
Yeah, a dream within a dream match.
well, that's
It's
what
wow.
that's what it's
Yeah.
become. Any person from one era versus any person from another era.
Dream match.
Instant dream match.
Instant dream
Hulk
match.
Hogan versus Otis. Dream match.
If
Hogan
Daniel Bryan-
be like, yeah, I choose Otis. He works my style, brother.
Yeah.
Right.
He'll
if
do
Daniel
anything, I
Bryan versus Edge is a dream match, and you have both of those commodities right now, well, you'd have to do that. Like, why wouldn't you do that?
think. Would you?
You need ratings. You need buy rate.
Right.
You'd have to do it. They're not going to do it
No.
unless they throw Daniel Bryan in like a 3-way.
Let me hit you with one more.
Yeah.
Greg the Hammer Valentine versus Chad Gable. Dream match.
Dream match.
Yeah, there you go.
I'd want to see that today.
yeah.
Well, no.
That everybody wants to see.
Nope, not really.
The only person who doesn't want to see it is me.
Me too.
And I am going to do my damnedest to make sure that it doesn't happen.
And the pumped in yes chance.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
He goes, I'm going to do my damnedest to make sure that doesn't happen. And then yes chance for that?
Right.
Like, okay.
Yes. Do your damnedest.
Yeah.
Do it.
Not very cool. So.
Yeah.
He cuts a long promo saying he felt like a failure after losing to Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber, to talking about how he had the lowest ambition score in WWE history.
Wait.
He literally said, they test us.
What?
Huh?
And, like your guidance counselor tests you
Are you
when
in
you're
middle
high
school?
school.
Yeah,
Right.
like what the fuck?
We took a test and I was the lowest. What?
I took a test and they said I'm going to be a plumber when I
want to see the writer.
graduate.
I want to see the writer. And then he says he takes a test and it's an ambition test and he failed it.
What do you think, Vince? Here, read this.
I love you.
Well, yeah, I knew
How
it.
does that make air?
They just hired a
Vince
head.
is like, so can we give these tests instead of concussion tests?
Right.
They just hired a
Do these
new.
count?
They just hired a new head writer, and he's like from MTV. Like he wrote for MTV shows.
What?
God help
God.
us all.
For like
Jesus.
reality shows? What else do they have
Right?
on there?
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what Raw is. It's a reality show.
Hire us.
So he also
We're right
talks
here.
about becoming a part-time wrestler to wanting to main event WrestleMania because it could be his last chance. So Reigns comes out and says, "You're an underdog, our little guy, a lotto winner. You're not ambitious like me. Everyone here needs me, and once you realize that, you're going to acknowledge me." So Jey Uso talks some shit, and he tries to cheap shot Bryan like he did last week, but Bryan throws him out of the ring. And that's where the segment ends, with them just looking at each other.
Sure.
So we'll come back to this later.
Hey, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Yeah.
Cut.
That's it. Next up, we have the Street Profits versus Sami Zayn and King Corbin. However, Corbin doesn't want to team with Sami, and he wants a one-on-one match.
Okay.
So we got King Corbin versus Montez Ford, and Corbin hits the end of days for like the 3-minute victory.
Yeah,
like
what?
him and Sami can't beat the Street Profits, but he could beat Ford in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
How do you beat him?
End of days.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure did.
Should have known better. Next up, we have Sami Zayn versus Angelo Dawkins. Sami asks Corbin to stay, but Dawkins knocks Sami into Corbin, so Corbin bails. By the way, it's been almost 2 years that he's been the fucking king. It's over.
Right.
It's over.
Yeah.
Like, you actually made it cool for a few weeks because you paired him with fucking, what was the guy? Wesley Blake and Steve Cutler.
Right.
And then you fired one of them. You bailed on that thing.
Yeah. Apparently, he can't just have one.
No, can't have
Or
one.
apparently there's not one other guy
there's
standing
one
around.
Other guy.
Wait, so one of them is still employed?
Umberto Carrillo. Just Kingsport.
Wesley Blake is
hanging
still
around.
employed,
Yeah.
doing nothing.
Let me know if you need anything.
Yeah.
Vince.
I'll be in catering.
Exactly.
Vince. Wesley Blake. Wesley Blake. Wesley Blake. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Just Wesley now? Okay, got it. All right. Come to the ring, Wesley!
Yeah.
Right.
Here he
Connor,
comes!
Now it's
Connor and Wesley.
Now it's just Wes. All right.
Right, that's in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah, Sami's camera crew was filming ringside, and Ford yelled into the camera, which distracted Sami, and then Angelo rolled him up for the win. That's one roll up, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So far.
Here we go.
After the match, Sami beats up his photographer, and he accuses him of working for WWE, like he's in on it.
Oh.
He's in on the conspiracy.
Of course.
That cameraman's like, how fucking dare you?
Yeah.
Right. Backstage, Reginald walks up with some wine and bullshit, and Carmella fires him for being a snake, for obsessing over Sasha Banks.
Here we go.
So Caramel's a fan.
Here we go.
Next up, we have Dominic Mysterio versus Chad Gable with Rey Mysterio and Otis ringside. Dominic wins with a roll-up. After the match, Rey attacks Otis and gives him the tank to face.
He literally dicked Otis down.
Yeah. That's what he does.
He jumped at him.
baby.
He's like, my dick.
Here's my dick.
And then Otis falls in the table. Dick.
Otis was
dick
like,
to face.
that wasn't enough meat, Taki.
Taki.
Next up, Kayla Braxton interviews Seth Rollins backstage. She talks about Cesaro humiliating him last week, but then Murphy walks up and offers his assistance, but Seth says, get out of my sight now, and he walks away. And I just have to ask, what the fucking fuck?
What the fucking
He
fuck?
left
fuck.
Seth.
Fucking fuck.
He joined the Mysterio family or
He's
whatever.
fucking Aaliyah.
And now he wants back in with
Last
Seth.
time he beat Seth, they all beat him up together.
Yeah.
Murphy was in on the whole thing.
Right.
It was a big setup.
It was.
Here's the best part about this.
Go
They
ahead.
never go back to this
No.
in that night. It's a one-off.
Yeah.
What just makes Murphy look so fucking weak.
You can't just ignore
Right.
what happened. We did not forget. It was like
Yeah.
your biggest storyline for like 10 months.
And why did we even need to
Minutes.
see that? Why did we even need that? That wasn't even part of the story.
No.
It was for nothing.
Nothing.
Well, so later we have Murphy versus Cesaro.
Seth's like, I don't like loose ends, all right?
Yeah.
Later we have Murphy versus Cesaro with Seth on commentary, and Cesaro makes Murphy tap to the sharpshooter in just a few minutes, and then Seth sarcastically applauds Cesaro after the match.
Yeah. And Michael Cole shows his psychic prowess here.
Yeah?
Yeah, you didn't see it?
No, what's that?
Michael Cole says, Murphy taps and Cesaro gets the win.
Oh, well, that's good.
Then Murphy tapped.
Oh, my God. I didn't
He
realize that.
called it before it happened because even Corey and Seth were like, oh, well, I guess he saw it coming.
Oh, God, Cole.
Yeah,
Jesus. He jumped the gun.
Again, I usually, just tune Cole out. I try
Cole's
to.
ahead on the script.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, anyway, Lashley drops the title. I can't. Oh,
Again,
shit.
he's been. Have you known anyone?
How did we get Mondays?
Have you known anyone that's done something for like over 20 years and they're still horrible at their job?
No.
It's just ridiculous.
Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Who's the head writer currently?
No, but Vince, I mean, God, we've talked about this. Like, Vince was great in the 80s. He was great in the 90s. The Attitude Era was great.
20 years.
Vince was great.
20 years.
But now he sucks.
Now he sucks.
Football might be over, but NBA, college basketball, and the NHL are in full swing, and BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet on all your sports action. BetOnline has you covered for all the news, scores, and odds. It's the best way to place your bets, and it's free to sign up. They got real-time updated odds and props on almost anything you could imagine. They even cover awards, TV shows, and reality television. So don't sit on the sidelines anymore. Get in on the action. Head to the website on your mobile device to sign up. And don't forget to use the promo code CLNS50 to receive a 50% welcome bonus with your first deposit at BetOnline, your online sportsbook experts. Next up, we have Shayna Basler versus Bianca Bel-Air with Nia Jax, Shasta Banks, and Reginald ringside. Sasha throws Belair out of the ring. Reginald taunts her, so Belair shoves him down, and he rolls into Nia. Then Nia charges at him, but he backflips, and Nia runs Sasha over. Shayna goes for the Kirifuda clutch, but Belair counters with the KOD for the win. It's funny because Belair could never beat Shayna in NXT.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
She always had her number.
So many tries, and now
Yes.
she beats her first try.
Right. Barely an inconvenience.
It's a different world.
After the match, Reginald apologizes, but Sasha slaps the shit out of him. And then later backstage, he knocks on Sasha's door to try to apologize again, but she yells no, slams the door in his face. And then Nia and Shayna are standing there, and Shayna makes fun of him, but then Nia says, don't you see what I see? He's kind of cute. Yeah. Thank you, Alistair.
So dumb.
We'll get back to this
No.
much later. Next up, we have Apollo Crews cutting an in-ring promo. He walks out to the ring with two elite Nigerian guards, as he calls them.
Oh.
Let's see what he has to say.
Biggie, I know you're at home nursing your injury, and I know you fear what you have awoken inside of me. I see that you're coming back next week, which makes me very, very happy, because I'm no longer the man you once knew.
No.
Clearly.
I'm no longer the man you once dismissed.
No.
I no longer try to fit in. I proudly stand out. And I no longer beg, I demand. And I'm demanding for a rematch for your Intercontinental Championship. You will fall before my feet. And I will leave you a broken man for the rest of your life. And you'll be haunted by my complete and total victory.
Make it stop.
The accent went out like every other word.
Make it stop.
So I guess
Why?
in like
Just why?
6 months when this gimmick's dropped,
Yeah.
someone's gonna be like, weren't you Nigerian? Like
yeah.
a month ago?
No, I can't wait till Apollo's released by WWE so he could talk about how much he hated this gimmick on a
Right.
podcast.
Right, of
If
course.
he
But
has
Vince
been
thought it was
talking-
such good shit.
Yeah.
If he has been talking for years on the mic in WWE, how does he show up one day and all of a sudden has an accent like that?
He's at least got to be like, I was faking my American accent this
Right.
whole time or something.
At least
like,
make up something.
There's no explanation. It's just all horrible.
So stupid.
Like, he turned heel. He fucking crushed Big E with the steps. Not really. But, like, at that point, it's like, he's a heel. Okay, fine. He's a heel.
We accept it. We
And
get
then
it.
you ruin it. Like, this is so goofy and dumb.
Right.
And we're supposed to take this seriously?
Yes.
It makes me very... Like, just everything about it's awful.
It really is.
It's just a terrible...
It's only going to make Big E want to punch him even more.
You
in the
can't
face.
even do it.
It makes me want to punch him more in the
Yeah.
face.
You know, he's not a talented actor. You can't say, okay, do this accent, and then he butchers it.
Right.
Fucking every other word. Oh, my God. Just awfulness.
You just got to be like, yeah, he can't do the
No.
accent.
Oh, no, he can't do it.
We need to drop the gimmick or go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Go somewhere else.
So backstage, Natalya and Tamina complained to Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville that Sasha and Bianca are getting another shot at the tag titles at Fastlane instead of them.
Why not?
Pierce says, I'm sorry, but that's the match that was made, and he leaves. And then Sonya tells them, Adam made a different decision. And that's it. Was this just did we have to have Natalya and Tamina on the show?
No.
I guess.
Like, what was the point of this segment? What are they going to do now? What are they going to do?
What are you going to do?
What are you fucking going to do?
What are you going to do?
And why are Sasha and Bianca getting another title shot?
I guess they get involved, right? At Fastlane?
Also, here's a question.
Who fucking knows?
How does Adam Pearce play 3 different characters?
Yeah.
He's a different character on Raw, SmackDown, and apparently NXT.
NXT's a full-blown heel.
Right. He's 3 different characters.
Yeah.
In the same.
Yeah, because on Raw, he's Shane's bitch on Raw. SmackDown, he's like, this is my show. Except for when Roman Reigns, like, you know, like.
He's like, this is my show.
Is
that okay with you, Sonny?
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Roman? Paul?
So. Next up, we have Ding Dong Hello with your host, Aunt Bailey. She does a spoof of mean tweets called Sweet Tweets because everyone loves her. And she reads 2 sweet tweets, but then she doesn't read the third one out loud, gets upset, and then leaves. She just goes, all right, let's read the next one. Here we go. Did you... And then she just leaves. Like, we have no idea what was written on that card.
That's a show.
No clue.
That's a show.
That's it.
Yeah.
What the fuck? She should at least start reading half of it or something.
Ding dong, goodbye.
Ding dong, fuck this thing ever.
Yes.
Never come back.
Ding dong, is SmackDown over yet?
Next up, we got Daniel Bryan versus Jey Uso in a steel cage. Kayla interviews Jey backstage before the match, but Daniel attacks him from behind and lays him out. Also, Corey Graves cuts a promo in the ring before the match to explain to us what a steel cage is.
Yeah, thanks for that.
And then they even had a cameraman sitting at the top of the cage just to show us how far down that is. You know, they might not want to climb the cage because, well, if a cameraman can do it, then I guess it's really not that big of a fucking deal, is it?
For a professional athlete.
Yeah. Look, fucking cameraman's up there, you idiots.
Well, maybe he was a professional athlete.
Professional athlete.
Oh, really? Well, then we'd have to know who he was because
Who are you?
I have no idea who that guy is.
Yeah.
He's just a fucking cameraman that climbed the cage all
You
by
leap
himself.
up there in a
He
single
climbed
bound?
up there with the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's not that big of a deal after all.
I guess
What
not.
are we going to do for Hell in a Cell? We going to throw a cameraman off the top just to show us how dangerous that might be?
Right. I'm so sick of, like, every show being explaining everything like you're watching everything for the first time.
Like, even if you're watching a steel cage match for the first time, you could figure it out. It's not that fucking complicated.
It is not.
A little fucking kid could figure this shit out.
Right, exactly. I've watched wrestling for 30 years. I know what a fucking steel cage match is. You have one that's more intense than a steel cage. You got to a point where, like, a steel cage isn't enough.
Yeah.
We need a bigger cage.
This is what the NFL does this during preseason every year. The NFL does this during preseason every year. They over-explain the penalties and shit and the rules.
They explain what the football is.
Yeah, but
It's a football.
but also because those announcers are not the NFL announcers.
Yeah.
So like this flag is 15 yards.
They're
You know
not
what I mean?
too sure.
They keep asking it in the form of a question.
Yeah. So anyways, Reigns comes out with Heyman to watch the match. Jay gives Daniel a Samoan drop off the top rope. Jay gives Bryan the splash off the top rope, but he kicks out. In the end, Daniel makes Jay tap to the yes lock. It was a fine match. And then Bryan does the yes chant on the top of the cage to end the show.
I mean, my favorite ending in steel cage matches is a submission.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
But, like, he ends the show doing the yes chant on the top of the cage.
Yeah.
And, like, go back to, what, 6 years ago when he's on, 7 years ago, when he's on top of the cage after he beats Bray Wyatt, after he beats him up, after he joined the Wyatt family.
Was it
and then left them.
Elimination Chamber or was it?
No, this
No,
was
it was
a
an
Raw
episode of Raw.
Oh, it was a Raw? Oh.
And just, like, one of the best crowd pops at the, just, like, the whole fucking place,
Right, right.
30,000
I mean,
people.
he was only a member of the family for about 15 days.
Yeah.
But
Minutes.
it was a great 15 days.
And just a huge pop, and it's like, oh, you're trying to reenact that here with your fake yes chants?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
All right, on to Raw. We open with the Hurt Business. Backstage, Sarah Schreiber interviews the new WWE champion, Bobby Lashley, who says, 16 years I had to wait to get the WWE championship, and now Miz has a rematch tonight, and I'm going to set an example with him. I'm going to let everyone know that what happens to the Miz tonight will be the same thing that happens to them if they step in the ring with me. And then he holds up the WWE championship and says the almighty era has begun for 2 months. Well, no, like a month.
So, at first,
Because
I'm
he's going
like,
to lose that shit.
yeah. At first, I'm like,
WrestleMania.
why the fuck would they have this backstage? Like, why can't this promo be in the ring? But we find out shortly.
Well, yeah, because next up we have Miz versus Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship.
Yep. First to start the show.
Yeah.
We're going to kick off the show with this shitty match.
It was the last thing we saw last week.
Right.
And now it's the first thing we see this week.
Yeah.
Miz cuts a long promo bitching about what happened last week. He vows to win his title back.
Okay.
And Lashley comes out. He's got lightning at his entrance now.
Right. Thor is directing his entrance.
Along with a new graphic of him flexing. And it's just like almighty. Drew McIntyre was watching backstage. Lashley, this goes on way too long. I don't like why wasn't this just another 30-second squash?
Yeah.
But eventually he hits the big spine buster and then makes Miz tap to the Hurt Lock. After the match, McIntyre basically says Lashley's a pussy because I beat Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship and Lashley beat The Miz for the WWE Championship.
Ouch, baby. Very ouch.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then Sheamus attacks Drew and lays him out saying, "This isn't over. I've been living in your shadow for 20 years. I'll make your life a misery."
Has he?
No.
Or has he
Sheamus
been the bigger star the entire time?
Yeah, exactly. Up until
literally
a year
last
ago.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
In his shadow. Drew was a laughing
When Drew
stock
was
2 years ago.
Dolph's bitch and Shane's bit.
Right.
And three-man band before that.
Three-man bitch.
Three-man bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
He was
Sheamus-
the bitch of three-man band
Yeah, he was.
behind Heath Slater. He was
Right.
Heath Slater's bitch.
I mean, he was basically Jinder's bitch.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Jinder was more over than Drew.
Orton's
So after
bitch.
the break, McIntyre... What?
This is where it comes back to more over-explaining.
Yeah.
As soon as Sheamus starts beating up Drew McIntyre,
Yeah.
Tom Phillips explains, "Oh, that's Sheamus."
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, good.
There
Because
he
that
is.
hairstyle, so many guys have it.
I know.
Oh, my God.
Good God.
I confused him for the other insanely pale guy
With
on the show.
Bright, spiky
Orange.
red hair.
Orange hair.
Yeah, fuck.
After the break, McIntyre demands to Adam Pearce that he has a no disqualification match against Sheamus tonight.
Okay.
Next up, we have another Rhea Ripley is coming soon video. We get these every week. We had
Yeah.
multiple this week.
She's coming.
So, Raw After Mania debut?
I
Right?
guess.
Sure.
I'm sure.
I mean,
She's not going to debut before
Charlotte
Mania.
already called dibs on WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
Why show her, though, if you're just going to debut her?
'Cause she's
after
coming.
WrestleMania? That's-
Because you got to get ready.
Backstage, R-Truth finds Braun Strowman and tells him, I have something to tell you. And he reads from some crumbled up paper and just says a bunch of nonsense. I'm not even going to...
Thank you.
I didn't bother recording it. I'm not even going to bother telling you what he said. Just a bunch of the dumbest shit you could fucking imagine. Just think of that.
I give you a lot of shit, but you are too good to us sometimes.
But basically, he wants Braun's help to get his baby back. And Braun tells Truth, I'm going out to the ring to demand an apology from Shane McMahon right now. So Truth says, in that case, this never happened. And he puts on sunglasses and tries to erase Braun's memory like he's Will Smith in Men in Black.
You know, that movie that came out 25 years ago.
That's for sure.
Just 96, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
97.
Wow.
97 at the latest.
Yeah.
I think it was
Wow.
97.
Sure,
24.
25 years ago.
Yeah. So just a friendly reminder that people get paid to write this.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Not us.
Like many people get paid to write.
A
Yes.
lot of people get paid.
Yes. So Braun Strowman comes out to the ring. If you thought what we talked about was bad before, holy shit. Braun bitches about last week and demands Shane come out and give him an apology. Are you leaving already? You out of here?
Yeah, I'm out.
Well, you're about to talk about the Shane segment, so he's like,
you know how I feel about dumb shit.
So Shane's music hits. He comes out, gets right in Braun's face, and says, I apologize.
No.
And then he leaves.
Yeah.
Shane stops at the stage, holds his mic up, but then walks away. And then backstage, Sheriff Schreiber asks Shane, what were you going to say? But Shane says, maybe later, and he walks away. So we'll get back to that. We'll get back to that.
Yeah.
It only gets worse.
For some reason, we have to get back to that.
Right.
Next up, we have Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
This time it's a no disqualification match. Sheamus comes out first, but McIntyre attacks him from behind while Sheamus does his fella pose on the stage.
Yeah.
Sheamus beats McIntyre with a kendo stick, but then Drew beats Sheamus with a kendo stick. Later, Sheamus grabs a chair, but McIntyre gets it from him and gives him the Future Shock DDT on the chair. Sheamus's head hits the chair. Kick out, no
Kick
problem.
Yeah.
Kick out of a DDT on a chair.
Barely
Sure.
an inconvenience, really.
Give me a
Clearly.
fucking break.
Yeah.
Drew goes for the Claymore, but Sheamus throws the chair at him and then gives him the knee strike, but Drew kicks out. Hey, idiot, should have just done the bro kick.
Right,
It's the same thing.
Your finisher.
It's the same thing.
Somehow.
But then he would have won the match.
Yeah. Then Sheamus sticks the chair in the turnbuckle and tries to throw Drew into it, but Drew counters and throws Sheamus into the chair. And then he hits the Claymore, but it knocks Sheamus out of the ring.
Yeah.
Then outside the ring, Sheamus hits Drew with a bro kick. Then they both pick up steel steps, crash into each other, and then Drew falls over the barricade. Like, they crash into it, and then Drew drops the steel steps and then goes, oh! And then, flies over the barricade as if that were ever possible.
Right.
He had to, change direction to go over the barricade at that point.
This was so
The ref
crazy.
briefly checks on both guys. He's like, hey, you all right? You all right? Ring the bell! And it's a draw.
Right.
Neither men can continue. It's a draw, and he calls for help, and then people run out and come help.
Sheamus, you okay? Drew, you okay? I'm fine. Ring the bell!
They're dead.
Ring the... Oh, well, I said that was fun.
They're dead. Yeah.
And then they both put pictures on Twitter of their back all bruised and straight.
Yeah.
And Sheamus was like, does this look like a draw to you? And it's like, but you look more hurt.
Yeah, and you're pale, so your fucking wounds are going to show up more.
And then Drew's like, this ain't over.
Great.
This ain't over.
Drew should say, this is over.
I mean, it's one thing to have Sheamus crash into another guy with steel steps aligned to his forehead.
Right.
Because that's why they got knocked out. They put the steel steps on their heads so that when they crashed into each other, they kill their brains.
Right.
But, it makes McIntyre look dumb.
It does.
Really does.
It's like putting a trash can over your person, and your friend does the same, and then you run at each other.
Yeah, that may be fun, but you're going to look stupid.
Right. What are you really expecting to happen?
You might lose some crane bells, but, it's fun.
Crane bells?
Yeah, it was a joke. All right, backstage, AJ Styles is interviewed by Kevin Patrick.
Who are you?
Huh?
Yeah, he's some new British guy. He's a new backstage interviewer. Kevin Patrick. You know Kevin Patrick?
Huh?
Kevin!
Who are you?
No, but, I mean, they make it known that he's new.
Yeah.
AJ Styles does, but yeah.
So Kevin asked AJ about WrestleMania. He's just like, hey, have you thought about WrestleMania? Good first question, Kevin.
Have you thought about it?
Fucking idiot. So AJ says, what about Randy Orton? He burnt the Fiend to a crisp, and now he's haunted by Alexa Bliss, and they're tearing him down bit by bit. What?
Right. Hey, remember that time I asked you about your brother and you told me about me?
Yeah, right.
What?
Right.
Why is he bringing up Randy Orton all of a sudden? This makes no sense.
Just have a match tonight?
There's no creativity here.
None.
So Orton walks up and he asks AJ, are you telling me there's something funny about a grown man having his mind messed with? That was the actual word for word what he said. Messed with.
So,
And AJ's like, kinda, yeah.
So let me get this straight. He's asked about WrestleMania. He starts talking about Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Who then walks up.
Yeah, what a
Not like he
coincidence.
heard him.
Yeah, no.
So why couldn't AJ be talking about WrestleMania and then Randy walks up? Because it's like, oh, how's your brain?
Yeah, and then
black shit.
He notices Orton walking by, and then he says something smarky.
Right.
Anything.
Small changes could have it make so much more
So
sense.
AJ says, I don't think it's funny, I think it's weak. So Orton says, how about we meet in the ring tonight, and I'll show you how weak I am.
Yeah.
And AJ's like, you got problems, man. Do you need bigger problems? And he points to Omos and says, if you do, I accept. So we got that for the main event. Next up, we have Xavier Woods versus Shelton Benjamin with Kofi and Cedric ringside. Kofi and Woods were dressed up as Scorpion and Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat.
That was pretty great.
That was pretty Mortal Kombat. And then Woods wins with a roll-up.
Yep.
And New Day gets a shot at the tag titles next week.
Sure. 15-time champ.
Isn't this who
right?
Hurt Business beat for the tag titles?
I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
It comes full circle.
Every time.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of full circles.
Next up, we got Riddle versus Slapjack.
Oh,
Smash
yeah.
to the full
Slapjack.
Sarah Schreiber interviews Riddle backstage before the match, asking, does Retribution playing the numbers game to their advantage negatively impact your focus on your opponent? However, that's the least of his worries.
Retribution can play all the games and tricks they want. They're not going to break my focus on Slapjack tonight. But my main concern is where am I going to park my scooter? Last time I parked in the back, I got a ticket, and I know if I bring it ringside, Ali's probably going to break it. What am I going to do? Do you have any ideas? No ideas?
I have an idea.
I also have an idea.
What's that, Eric?
I can go first.
Go ahead, yeah.
Oh. Well, you take that scooter,
Yeah.
polish it up,
Yeah.
real nice like.
Nice.
Turn that bitch sideways.
Yeah.
Stick it straight up your candy ass.
Not bad.
Not
Andrew?
bad. That was
Andrew?
close.
Andrew?
You shine it up real nice. You don't polish it.
No, whatever.
Polished it.
I'm
Wow.
not The Rock, okay?
You're the Rock's grandma. The Rock's grandma says you polish it with turpentine real nice.
Yeah.
Pour a couple of sea wipers on it.
And then you watch my show, Young Rock, on NBC.
Oh,
And
God.
it's the worst show ever. It's a piece of shit.
It's the #1 digital downloaded show.
Like
Ever?
it
That's
starts
That's because
with,
our parents are still alive.
it's a fake interview setting. That's what it's so bad about it.
It's like The Rock running for president.
Did you see the guy that played Ric Flair?
No.
Oh my god!
I avoided
This
it.
like 90-pound nothing is like playing Ric Flair in the
What?
ring, jobbing to Rocky Johnson. Yeah, that never happened.
Right.
It's like what?
Just go ahead and rewrite
What
history.
universe was this?
I'm sure Rocky Johnson's going to be a huge deal.
Right. I can't wait for the episode
Yeah,
where
he wins.
Rocky Johnson wins the title
Yeah.
He wins the WWF Championship.
from Hulk Hogan.
And how are they gonna? I'm sorry. And how are they gonna explain that The Rock was down to $7 when his dad's like a multimillionaire
I know.
and the champion?
And the champion.
Yeah.
Anyways, so he's worried. Riddle's worried about his scooter. The New Day walk through the curtain, and Riddle asks them if they could watch his scooter, and of course they say yes. And Scorpion Kofi says, "Get over here."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. And then Riddle beats Slapjack with the Bro Derek. Mustafa Ali berates Slapjack after the match, and Ali gets a shot at the U.S. title next week. God help us all.
Yeah, that was the stipulation. If Slapjack loses, Ali gets a title shot.
I mean, as much as I hate Retribution, I hate Riddle more. I think I'd want Mustafa Ali to win.
I just want Ali
More.
to lose Retribution, just be a bad guy on his own.
Where do I park my scooter?
That's your U.S. champion? That's a 24/7 champion.
Yes.
That's our truth level bullshit.
Right, because after he rolls someone up to win it back, he scoots away.
He scoots away.
Scootses.
Yeah. Awfulness. Backstage, Shane tells Adam Pearce to tell Braun to meet him in the ring.
Is that a top?
Oh, yeah, sure. Why not? So Shane and Braun meet in the ring, and Shane at first acts like he's having mic issues and leaves the ring. Then for the next few minutes, we watch Shane O'Mac, try to remember his lines on live television.
That's what it looked like. There's a fan theory that said Braun's always said, "Don't waste my time. Don't waste my time. Don't waste my time." And Shane was wasting his time. But you know whose time he was also wasting? Ours.
Joe Pisano.
Dave Meltzer claims that this was all planned and Shane didn't forget his lines. But then there's a part
Horseshit.
There's a part where Braun feeds Shane his line. He's like, "You call me stupid?" And then Shane's like,
Was this also a 5-star segment, according to him as well?
No,
Genius.
of course not.
Yeah. Here come the cue cards.
My God, I don't understand. Like,
Here come the cue cards.
If he didn't really forget his lines, why would you make Shane look like he forgot his lines?
Right.
Like he was breathing. You know, like ever since he came back in 2016,
He can't- he's out of breath.
breathes into the mic so loud. He's like, you know, Braun. He's like, Braun, join me. You know, Braun,
Right.
you know what? I can't tell you.
Once I catch my breath,
You call me stupid, Shane?
I'll tell you.
So I would never call you stupid, Braun. Yeah. So, anyways,
Never, ever. Would
not-
I ever call you stupid?
hold on.
That would be- oh, God.
That's not me saying those things. And that dovetails maybe into a little bit of a stereotype of, big man, little brain. Kind of like the dinosaurs.
He also butchered like every line. He like flubbed a line. Like,
But come on, hear me out on one thing. Again, I have never, would I ever specifically call you stupid? Would I? Braun.
What was worse than this? Maybe the mustache promo from OG NXT?
This is Shane McMahon, though.
I know.
This is Shane McMahon.
Right. There goes the ratings. There they go.
Oh,
There
my
go the ratings.
God. Why? Why?
Keep
You
going.
have Shane McMahon reading this shit?
Keep going. It gets worse.
Just it's over.
God.
That's over. Sean.
Braun.
That's it. That's the fucking feud.
You're Shane
Why does
O'Mac. You're Shane O'Mac.
Yeah.
You just have to come out and go, why am I messing with you? Why? Because I personally think you're a waste of talent here.
Yeah.
Because you're so dumb.
That's it. That would have been fine. Would have been 30
don't know about
seconds,
that, but-
and you leave.
I mean, the only
It's
the
not
only time
wasting
it's
my time.
acceptable, like to make fun of the stuttering, is when the other person is stuttering.
Yeah.
Like you
Why-
don't just
why does he
you
hate-
don't just come out and be like, "Hey Joe, you're stupid."
Right, because I don't stutter. Correct.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Today, Junior.
Yeah.
Why
Braun
again?
stutter.
Why does he hate Braun? Why
Reasons.
is he picking on a 7-foot monster?
He ended Raw Underground by
Yeah.
beating his champion.
Well, again,
Yeah.
that's not their explanation. That is not canon. So Braun chases Shane to the back, but we see a car drive off, and Braun thinks Shane left, so he walks away, and we
For 5
Yeah.
fucking minutes.
felt like forever. We watched Braun walk all
all you
the
needed was
fucking
the
way.
song from the Hulk
Yeah.
where he's like hitchhiking. Right.
So then Braun leaves, he walks away, then Shane reveals that he's still there, and he says, "So stupid." After
Yes,
this
you are, Shane.
Yes,
segment,
this
segment where he said "stupid" 20 times.
Right.
Yeah, this was fucking stupid.
Oh, we need that. We need the Randy Orton one.
I know,
back.
we really do.
Stupid,
We really
stupid,
fucking
stupid,
do.
stupid.
I turned
stupid.
Raw off at this point,
I don't blame you.
and I decided to watch the rest the next day. And that's what I did.
Yeah, good
My
for you.
God, thank you.
Do it
Next
in
up, we have Naomi and Lana versus Nia Jax and Shayna Basler for the tag titles with Reginald ringside because Nia wants to fuck him, I guess.
Yep. And so when you turned it back on and saw that, you turned it back
Turned
off.
it back
right?
off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Wait
Yep.
another day.
Like,
oh,
no,
wait,
fuck
couldn't.
you. Fuck you, Raw.
Right. So what
Then you
happened?
realize you're getting paid to do this.
So what happened, guys?
Right. His screen's blank from here on out.
What do you
Yeah.
think happened?
Huh?
What do you think happened?
Of course I watched it. Yeah, I mean...
Well, I was trying to give you a choice to basically read what you
Well, I
we
guess...
were giving you an out,
Reginald trips Naomi, and Naomi tags in Lana so she can grab Reginald's hair, maybe, and then Lana, gives Reginald a sliding kick, I guess,
Yep.
and then Nia runs over Lana and Naomi, and then she hits Lana with the one-arm powerbomb for the win.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
That's exactly what happened.
Okay.
So-
Good guess.
And then maybe Nia picks up Reginald and carries him in the back.
She wants him, of
because
course.
she's about to rape him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reb.
Rape.
Why is Nia doing this one-arm power bomb that Raquel Gonzalez does? And Raquel does it like way better than Nia.
Yeah.
Well,
it made
Raquel's in
sense.
shape.
It
Nia's
made
not.
sense
Well, there
when
you
they
go.
were feuding, but isn't the feud over now?
Sure.
I mean, they won.
Well, no,
With
there's
Adam fucker
there
Pierce.
is an announcement on
Well,
NXT.
yeah. Do you hear what that's going to be? The big rumor as to what Regal's going to announce
No.
The 2
for
nights of
NXT,
NXT, right?
Well, I don't know. Well, there's 2 announcements, right?
Oh.
So one's either going to be moving to Tuesdays or 2 nights of NXT.
Right.
But they're also saying, remember, because one of the announcements has to do with the tag team division, the women's tag team division,
Oh,
because
new
of
belts.
Adam Pearce.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're going to give women tag titles on NXT.
Okay.
Wait, 2 nights of NXT?
There's going to be 2 nights. They're saying there's going to be 2 nights of TakeOver.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, NXT is going to have women tag titles now because we only have 2 tag teams in all of NXT.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
So they'll trade it back and forth.
Just because they can't let any woman tag team in NXT get the titles for a little bit.
Nope.
Are they that important?
They're not.
It's ridiculous.
Let NXT hold them and go around all the shows and defend them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fine.
Right.
Look at Raquel Gonzalez, by the way. Maybe Josh is onto something.
No, I've been following her for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad.
She's not the bad.
Next up, Sarah Schreiber interviews Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke backstage. They both say they want to face Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania. But then Charlotte Flair walks up and basically tells them, yeah, that's not happening. You
Yeah. She's like, suck my dick.
You dumb
Yeah.
bitches. Yeah.
Suck my dick. Pretty.
Next up, we have AJ Styles versus Randy Orton with Omos ringside. Tom Phillips called this a WrestleMania caliber match.
You know
That's
why?
so weird.
Why is
Well,
that?
you know, it was a WrestleMania match a couple years ago.
Not caliber. Call it a WrestleMania rematch.
Yes.
Rematch.
Rematch.
A rematch.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You know, I was actually happy to see this match because when we were at WrestleMania, we didn't get to see it. Remember, with the fucking lights shining in our faces during this match?
Truth.
By the way, what the fuck is AJ Styles going to do at WrestleMania?
Win the Battle Royal.
Andre
Maybe.
the Giant.
Yeah, or Omos wins it, throws him out,
Yeah.
betrays him.
Sure.
Like, what's the point of having Omos if you're not going to win anything?
Right.
I got this 7 foot, like 7'4" big motherfucker to watch my
monster.
back, and now I don't know. I could win the WWE Championship. You can't.
Nope.
You can't win that. No.
I can win the U.S. title. Nope.
Can't win that. No.
24/7. Nope.
Probably not. Not even worth it. Like, you're not winning anything.
Tag titles. No.
At least win the tag titles.
Right.
You know, what, the New Day gonna get it for the fucking 20th time?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Horrible.
So Orton hits the draping DDT and sets up for the RKO, but Omos pulls him out of the ring. Pulls AJ out of the ring. Then Alexa Bliss appears in the Titantron. She cranks the Jack in the Box, and I crank my... I'm sorry. She cranks the Jack in the Box, but she says, not yet.
She
and then,
cranks the Jack in the Box, and you jack the crank in the box.
Yes.
There you go. So she lights a match,
Into her box.
and she blows it out. And then back in the ring, the turnbuckles go up in flames like it's Kane's entrance.
Uh-huh.
And then Orton spits up some black goo again, and then Styles hits the phenomenal forearm for the win.
Right.
And the show ends with Alexa laughing at Orton. And I hate this. I hate this so much. Fuck
Right. I
you.
mean, it'll be great once Randy Orton finally becomes Venom, but I mean, until then, it sucks.
I know.
You might as well just do that.
Sure.
You might as well just make him another monster.
Right.
And
Like-
we've already seen this feud.
Like he's in the ring and
Multiple
a couple-
times.
couple of
Multiple
top
times.
rights.
Yeah.
Just little-
That's
and
Randy
then
Orton.
we are Venom.
We are Orton.
Yeah, we are Orton.
I don't know.
Our Venom.
We are Snaky.
It's just
Well,
so
Venom would work.
fucking-
Snake
It's the
Venom.
same bullshit. Cough
is.
up black goo. That's it. That's the show. On to awards.
How did you put Fiend's jizz in my mouth?
That's some fiend cum right there.
Ugh.
Yeah. All right, awards. Who did you have for worst dressed?
Slapjack.
Slapjack.
Yeah, sweep it.
Yeah.
You could say Orton with black goo in his mouth.
Uh-huh.
Black jizz. Best dressed?
I had the New Day.
You like those outfits?
I did.
All right.
I mean, it was fine. It was cool, but it was not Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks.
The Sasha Banks Award.
Trying to keep it different, you know.
Worst
Shake things up.
acting. And the nominees are Apollo Crews.
Yep.
Okay.
Shane McMahon.
Matt Riddle.
Oh, God.
R-Truth.
There's so many.
Braun Strowman.
Shane McMahon.
It was Shane.
It's got to be Shane.
Shane, you fucked up.
Stole the show.
It's
You
got
fucked
to be
us.
Shane.
Yeah.
Yep.
Best acting.
I pass.
I say, yeah, let's pass.
We can pass.
No one was great.
Drew's little promo for a minute was good, but
Sure, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Pass. Worst comment.
everything else he said during that segment.
Okay. I had
Braun.
okay. I had
My
Cole
God.
saying Murphy tapped before he actually tapped.
Yeah,
All right.
sure.
Best comment. I got nothing.
Pass.
Pass indeed.
All right, sweep it. Worst match. There, I've definitely got some answers there.
Oh yeah. I've got Shayna and Nia versus Lana and Naomi.
That's so crazy.
crazy.
That's what I had.
Same.
So crazy.
Sweep it.
Crazy
Super
sweet.
slow mo.
I'd like to double down.
You can.
Thank you.
That is acceptable.
Thank you.
I will go Ms. Lashley.
I went
love it.
Ms. Lashley as well because why did it take Lashley so long to beat the Miz?
Right.
Best match?
The cage match.
Sure. If you had to pick one.
Yeah.
Guess.
Nothing was great though.
All right.
Worst move?
Stairs on stairs.
Stairs on stairs.
Yeah.
It's funny because my worst move last week was them trying to do the bro kick and claymore at the same time.
Right.
And I'm like, doing moves at the same time doesn't work. And what they double down.
It can sometimes. Like
They double down.
Like super kicks where they super kick each other. It could work.
Crisscross.
Yeah.
Or the double clothesline from the Legends.
Best move?
I guess a Samoan drop off the top rope. That was cool.
I just had the phenomenal forearm. I mean, if I,
all right.
Yeah,
AJ's finisher is always cool.
Right.
Worst moments.
Shane and Braun.
That is correct.
It wins for
Sweep
sure.
it won almost every worst award. And then best moment or segment, we already talked about that. There isn't one. So on to
Pass.
breaking news. This is usually something Eric would say, but WrestleMania tickets go on sale this coming Tuesday, March 16th.
What?
On Raw, they kept saying a week from tomorrow. Why not
Right.
just say the date and
Yeah.
stop confusing people?
Right.
I was like, wait, that's next Tuesday then,
Is
right?
that it?
Yeah.
When is this
Why are
air?
you doing
When
this?
is it?
Prices will range from $35 to $2,500, and you could also buy 2-day combo tickets. The fact that
Combo.
the fact that 2,500 is the most expensive makes me think no one's going to be close to the ring,
Right.
because WrestleMania tickets close to the ring are more than $2,500.
Right. At least like 5 to 10 grand.
yeah, 10 grand.
Yeah.
So maybe they're not going to let anyone that close.
Right.
Yeah, probably not. You can't.
Although on
Get
NXT
the
they
stars.
fucking do, but
Right.
who knows?
Look, I had the itch today. I texted Joe. I'm like, I get the itch really bad. He's like,
Oh,
sorry.
boy.
And I texted him like a little WrestleMania gift. I really thought about going, and I checked my work calendar, and like, I can't do it.
Well, that's a shame.
I have a coworker that's going to be out.
We'll send you pictures, buddy.
No, I'm not going to go either. It's
Send
fine.
you pictures. I'm going
Because
by
like,
myself
I'll
to a
have
wrestling
my
event. Okay.
second COVID shot.
Is there any more loser thing to do than go to a wrestling show by yourself?
Yeah, if you bet like the under on that, you would have won because
Yeah. Like, I'm getting my second COVID shot like the week before, so I'm like, man, that's
Right.
great timing. But
Yeah.
anyways. So hopefully SummerSlam.
Sure, I'd be down for a SummerSlam if
Yeah.
you know it's somewhere.
Hopefully.
Right.
if it's
Somewhere
slams.
where they let people go to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, legendary wrestling promoter Jim Crockett Jr. passed away on last Wednesday at the age of 76, so R.I.P. there. And then last Wednesday, Kayla Braxton took to Twitter to announce that she is bisexual.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
why?
just when you thought she couldn't possibly be any hotter.
Yeah, but like that's an announcement. Like, hey everyone, I'm now bisexual. All right. Okay, great. Like this is an announcement.
Joe,
It's
not for bisexuals.
not. Yeah, you like bisexual men?
What?
Like Damian Priest?
That's right.
Yeah.
Vampires?
Well, you've never had to be closeted about your sexuality, so...
Oh, because in 2021, girls can't say they're bisexual. When, you know,
Well, she
most
did,
of them
yeah.
are.
I mean, if you need
Most
to make an announcement, it's fine.
It's.
I mean, you rushed
Right.
my leg earlier,
Yeah.
so...
I just
I
think
mean, I just assumed.
I don't have to make an announcement. If I'm bi, I'm just bi.
Oh.
I have to tell the
If
world.
I just grab
I'm just
your
gonna live
cock.
my life. I'll make
Eric,
an announcement.
I mean, he sucked your dick last week. I'm pretty sure he's bi. Come on, at the very least.
No, friends do for friends. It's anything.
Friends helping friends. That's all that
Well,
is.
anyways, after she posted that, I think this had to do with someone else getting bullied. But after she posted that, she got bullied, and then she deleted her Twitter.
She deleted her whole
Well,
Twitter?
you know, suspended it. She'll be
Yeah.
back.
Wow.
She's done. Well, it's not the first time she's
Because
done that.
people are fucking stupid.
I think she did it last time when she said she got COVID, and then people were like, "You piece of shit!
Right.
You got COVID." And
You fucking stupid bitch.
So, anyways, also on Kurt Angle's podcast, Angle said he turned down. I didn't even know he had a podcast. by
Bottom
the way.
right?
Yeah. Eric, did you
Who
know?
are you?
Someone,
Who's your favorite wrestler?
He doesn't know.
no, I do. One of our fans, Chris, asked, if I'd listen to it. I'm like, honestly, no.
Yeah.
Because, it's another Conrad Thompson production.
I hate him.
And it's like he's just getting any wrestler he can so he can get ad revenue.
Who has time to listen to all these?
Yeah.
you know.
And it's just like, hey, instead of having you as a guest and you tell me some stories, that's all we're going to do every single episode.
Yeah.
And I don't, ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time
So
for that.
Angle said he turned down 3 jobs from WWE, saying they offered me to coach in NXT, they offered me a job to manage Matt Riddle. What?
Huh?
And they offered me a Legends contract, and
Why not coach NXT?
I'm sure AEW will give him more money. He's probably headed to AEW.
Probably.
And
they'll
what's
let
with
him wrestle.
Well, yeah. You saw his video on Twitter where
To
it's
be
like
continued?
he's gearing up again to wrestle.
Yeah.
It's like, oh dear God, no.
Jesus, please
stop.
Impact return.
Right.
I think it's going to be Kurt Angle and Sting as a tag team.
I think it's going to be Kurt Angle and Sting for the AEW title soon.
Sting.
Yeah.
Right. We haven't seen that before on a different promotion.
No.
No, not at all.
No. You're here to help the young talent.
Yeah. Sting gets the pin.
Okay.
In
Any
the
other
main
news?
event of AEW,
Yeah.
we have Jericho and Paul White versus Sting and Angle.
Yep.
Oh boy.
That's a picture of your dick, Eric. I don't think that's breaking news.
Here's
Unless
some
it's
breaking news.
broken.
I got the.
That's a fucking snake.
I got the stunning Steve Austin Elite action figure. That's fun.
Wow. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Where's the receipt? Prove it, bitch.
Here's a picture. That's my room.
All right, so rumors. Kevin Owens wins back the Universal title?
Maybe.
Balor Club to finally get a second member?
Too sweet.
Brock Lesnar willingly works a full schedule?
No chance.
Next year's WrestleMania will be in Saudi Arabia?
Confirmed.
So the Wrestling Observer reports that WWE has told talent that thigh slaps are now banned.
Huh?
And talent may get fined if they continue.
Yeah, like I thought this was fake, but
Huh?
well, Meltzer doesn't know shit. He pretends to. But let's assume for a second it's real. I saw 2 of them this past week.
All right?
2 of them.
Yeah.
So I mean, how is that real?
Right.
How is that real?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, that's how you make a kick sound good.
And also
by slapping
it's
your
how-
thigh.
I think because they do it too much in NXT, especially the little guys. But like,
Right.
I don't know.
What's wrong with Eric?
I look over at Joe. He's on his phone, and he zoomed in to a picture of Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I don't know where it's from. It's super hot.
Oh wait, hold on. Where did he zoom
Look
in
at
on?
that.
Let me
He
take
zoomed
a
in
guess.
on the
Her
feet.
legs.
Oh, I look over and I just see feet.
course.
It's a foot celebrity post.
I'm
thing.
like, yeah, thigh slaps are banned. Joe's like, oh, that's crazy. That's really
That's
interesting.
exactly what it was. He's like, oh, that's crazy.
Oh, what the fuck does Dave Meltzer know?
Eric lost his.
Oh yes.
Anyway, back to the show. There were thigh slaps this week, so I think that's just Meltzer not knowing what the
I
fuck he's
don't
talking
know.
about.
Well, also, I think it's muscle memory for them to do thigh slaps.
Right.
Well, then fines. I guess
Um,
Vince needs more money.
Yeah, I think that's just
What,
Vince.
what are they going to add in the kick effect?
Right,
Vince being
probably.
salty again.
The Thunderdome effect.
Right. Oh, I hit him with the super kick.
Fans at home are going to be like on their
Yeah.
Thunderdome.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, get ready. 3, 2, 1.
And it sounds like this. Like, do it
Yeah.
separately. 3, 2.
No, it won't sound like anything because they don't play the real fucking fan audio.
Yeah, right.
Otherwise, you'd be like,
Leave the Thunderdome! I'm on the Thunderdome!
yes, yes, yes.
Thunderdome, cunt! Get out of my life!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the Observer reports that WWE has been talking to the Youngling Center at the University of South Florida in Tampa as a possible new venue for tapings, since I assume they have to be out of the fucking Rays
Right. Well,
stadium soon because
so-
baseball's starting up.
so, like,
Right.
I don't get this. Like, okay, WrestleMania, bring on the fans. Monday after Mania, get the fuck out.
Maybe.
Well, now they're also saying that Raw and SmackDown might, be at, Raymond James.
Oh, really?
But after that, yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
Interesting.
honestly, I don't know why they're still looking at. Well, I guess a lot of wrestlers live there, but I mean, shit. Texas opens up 100% tomorrow.
Well,
Yeah.
sure, but Florida's been open. Florida's been open.
Not 100%.
Yeah.
No
If it-
masks, though?
If it was 100%, they would have the stadium full.
No, they're just trying to be, nice about it.
Right, but theoretically, since Texas is going to be open 100%,
Does Vince book a match that's 100% full
When?
in Texas?
When?
SummerSlam.
Well, soon's not a time. You gonna put that down in a bet? Be like, soon. I put soon. 2 years could be soon.
Money in the Bank. Within like the next 3 pay-per-views after Mania, do you think one could be in Texas in full.
I don't know. It
in front
depends
of
how
a
many
full crowd.
people are vaccinated. Maybe you have to prove you're vaccinated. I don't know.
But also 100% in Texas, they're not necessarily saying we want people to be crowded together in a small stadium. It's more like you don't have to wear your mask to the grocery store. You don't have to wear a mask to walk 10 feet to sit down at a
I
restaurant.
guess we'll see how many fans they let in Minute Maid Park.
For baseball.
Because that'll
Right.
be, in April. That'll be
Yes.
next month.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go. That's all for rumors. So it's trivia time.
All right, I figured I would do a Who Am I? Little fun fact that I did not know.
You mean
Who are you?
Who are you? Yes. Again, thank you to Pro Wrestling Statistics on Instagram. WWE, you guys ready?
Yeah.
First to say it. WWE had their eye on this person heading into the 2004 Olympic Games as an amateur wrestler. Kurt Angle ended up appearing and recruiting this person on a smaller scale. And this person mentioned that Angle shared the positives of joining the wrestling industry, which led to his signing shortly thereafter.
when was this?
2004 Olympics.
So he wrestled in the 2004 Olympics?
Yes.
And then Angle recruited him and he joined
Well, I
WWE.
don't know if he actually wrestled in the Olympics. or he
Ziggler?
was just
2004. Shelton was before 04, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Googling if he was in the Olympics or.
Are they currently on the roster?
Yes.
So they're old. Can't be that many people. Eric, it's your turn to guess.
Chad Gable.
Chad Gable, 04, he joined WWE.
Shut
in
up.
04?
That's why.
Well, it would have been kind of after that, but yeah. No, it's not Chad Gable. I can give you one more really, really good guess.
Do it.
He has a title right now.
Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley.
Oh, of course.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Bobby Lashley.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley.
Are you tired of him yet, guys? This champion?
I mean, he hasn't done.
Are we still
anything
saying better than The Miz? Well, it's been a week.
Definitely still better than this.
Yeah.
All right, fan questions. Pop Culture Junkie, Pushfire Barry, Hardcore Match, Edge versus Mick Foley, WrestleMania 23.
Push that.
Street Fight, Cactus Jack versus Triple H, Royal Rumble 2000.
I love that one.
And SummerSlam 96, Boiler Room Brawl, Undertaker versus Mankind. That's the one where...
God.
Fire that. And
That's the one where Paul Bearer turned on Taker.
Yeah,
I believe.
Yeah, fire that, bury the street fight, push the hardcore match. That match was fucking insane.
Yep, I agree.
Sure. Amir, why was MVP dressed as the most valuable pimp? Because he is.
He's got
he
a
is,
cane.
right.
I love how this
He's
injury's
surrounded
gonna,
by gold.
The injury's going to be gone, but he'll still have the cane because it
Right.
looks cool.
For sure.
He's got, all of his guys got belts.
Yeah.
Justin Stewart, glad to see you guys are still alive after what happened at the end of your Revolution recap.
Thank you.
Thank you for the better wishes.
I've got burns on my balls that you can't see.
I wasn't here. Was that a coincidence?
Well, yeah, Joe
I
and
don't
Josh kind of like burned to death, you know. You
Yeah.
can see,
Joe's like, hey, Andrew, protect Josh. And Andrew's like, fuck you.
basically.
Yeah.
We learned Joe's true colors that night.
Right.
He's in love with Josh. Yeah. Hans the Mole Man Hart, Pushfire Barry, things coming out of wrestlers' mouths. Asuka's tooth. What are we pushing exactly? Like
I don't
what
know,
happened?
the moment.
Do we push
Orton's-
the tooth back in?
Orton's motor oil goop and whatever the hell Shane's promo was.
Fire Shane,
Fire that.
Barry Orton, and push the tooth.
Whatever.
Push the tooth back in.
Push the tooth back in. Adam Romero, make a spot for me in the WWW T-shirt Hall of Fame. Got to have them all. Love the show. Keep up the good work. Thanks,
Thank you, Adam, as we said at the beginning.
You get an applause.
Josh Egan, it's my birthday.
Cool.
That's all it says?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Come on, do it.
All right.
Just
what?
do it.
Do what?
Happy birthday, Josh Taker.
Oh, that's
What-
one of them. No, that's I didn't expect that one. That was
Congratulations
better.
You
on
expecting someone else?
having a birthday.
Were you expecting someone else, you son of a bitch?
Yeah.
Here's to you. I don't have a beer, but here's to you. I'm drinking water now. Trying to lose weight. I got a beer belly. Got a beer belly.
Brian, how the hell can you guys even post this after you guys blew up during the Revolution podcast? Way to keep kayfabe alive. Well, fuck.
That's what kayfabe means. It's
Right.
fake.
I said that he rebuilt the studio.
Yeah. Well, now he'll hear this and then comment.
There you go. Now it works. Joey Montez, y'all going to the movies when they open up for Kong versus Godzilla?
Yes.
My boy Governor Hot Wheels said we're all back tomorrow.
Governor Hot Wheels. Jesus.
By the way, I was 34 years old when I found out that Greg Abbott was in a wheelchair. I did not know that.
Really?
I was today years old. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, basically.
I call him Governor Wheels.
Great.
What do they call you, Wheels?
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, but honestly, Godzilla versus King Kong doesn't look that good. I mean,
I have a really...
What?
a little girl talks to King
Garcia,
Kong. Get the
I
fuck out of here.
apologize.
A little girl talks to King Kong. Goodbye.
I have a very
okay.
comfy couch
That
and
sucks.
a subscription to HBO Max, so...
I know. It's going to be hard to go to the theater when it's right there.
What did you guys think of the Mortal Kombat trailer?
Looks all right.
I didn't watch it.
Nothing beats that short film they made 10 years ago. Remember that? That was like the
Yes.
fucking
Yeah,
best.
that was really good.
Nothing beats that.
I don't
It
need
looks
another
all right.
Mortal Kombat in my life, though. I'm not like waiting for this.
I'm waiting for the 4-hour Justice League movie.
No, why?
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
It's the same
No,
story.
no, you're not.
No, it's not.
It is.
No.
How was Batman versus Superman? Was that good?
I like it.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Jesus.
Martha. That's good.
Sure. Well, it
Lies.
has
All lies.
it has
All
its
lies.
crappy moments, but I like it.
Batman
did you
is
say
a
that
serial killer. He's
Good.
the Punisher in that movie.
Good.
He's the bad guy in that movie.
He has one rule,
Yeah.
and there's no rule.
No, he has no
He
rules.
doesn't kill
He
anyone.
has machine
Oh
guns.
my God, he
What?
kills like 50 bad
He has, like,
guys.
he takes
They
the guy's
just
head.
go to sleep. Look at them all.
takes
They're
the
all,
guy's
they're
head.
all tuckered out.
He takes a guy's head and puts it through a wooden floor.
Yes.
Like a good wooden floor.
And then that guy falls asleep.
Or the scene where he drives up with his Batmobile and just all the fucking bad guys
Machine
shooting at him.
gun?
Yeah, those were tranquilizer darts.
Right.
That fucking movie sucks so fucking bad.
And he's about to kill Superman until he says his mother's name.
Yeah. Defend that.
He-
You can't.
He wasn't going to kill him.
It was
He
over.
fucking was.
He had the spear above him. He's about to plummet.
The kryptonite spear.
And all he could
He
say
was
is
just going to fall asleep.
Just
He's
save
going
my
to get
mom.
really tired.
Well, he did actually. That is
Yeah.
what happened with
He
Superman.
was gonna go
He
live
got
up-
really tired.
He was going to go
Well,
live
see-
on a special
Andrew,
farm.
Andrew.
Oh, wait.
Why did you say that name? That's your mother's name?
Yeah.
That's my mother's name.
Did we just become best friends?
Yep.
You want to do karate in the garage? You want to go fuck Wonder Woman together?
Yes. I thought
We'll
she
see.
was-
We'll see if they bring back Superman the same way as they did in the original.
A lot of it's supposed to be different.
Right.
Supposedly, like 25% of what was in the
Well, no, there is. Because when
Supposedly.
Zack
Or
Snyder
supposedly.
was Zack Snyder.
Well, when Zack Snyder left halfway through filming, and then they reshot a bunch of shit.
yeah,
So
he left
Black
halfway through, and then they used about a quarter of what he did.
Superman has a black outfit now. That's the only change.
Even the Steppenwolf looks completely different.
completely. All right, that's enough of this. Jaden Theodore, just when you
We're having
thought,
a podcast on this.
just when you thought Toy Spiders, Women's SmackDown, Karaoke, and Retribution was abysmal, I give you Shane McMahon. Was that his worst segment / promo ever?
Clearly.
Yes.
You, sir, are correct.
Yeah, I'd rather see Best in the World Shane at this point, and that was shit too.
Yeah.
Jason Deerham, when Alexa lit up the ring post, one of them malfunctioned. Was that a shout out to AEW?
Sure.
I did see
Why
that.
not?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was like the front right one.
Correct.
If I remember.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Top right?
Carlos Ramirez, Pushfire Barry, delete. What's wrong with wrestling T-shirt ideas?
Okay.
Andrew with the soundboard.
We might steal
Would that just be like a drawing of me pushing the soundboard?
No, you got to be palming the soundboard.
It's like, ooh. Eric clapping his hands and laughing.
That's a good one.
Joe saying, and new.
That's a
and
good
then
one.
Josh saying, to be fair.
Let's fire Josh.
Delete that. Delete that.
Oh, delete Josh.
You know what? I'm gonna push Joe saying and new.
Eric's
It's
already
the funniest
got,
line
Eric,
out of
you've
this.
already got like 2 T-shirts.
Yeah, I'm not
so.
selfish.
We'll fire Eric and we'll bury Andrew's
Yeah.
palm of the board.
Can we get like a cartoon of Joe saying and new? That'd be fun.
Maybe.
Joe needs a shirt.
I'm good. But yeah, thanks.
Albert, you guys
Your
need to
biggest
find
advocate
the
over
scene
here.
from last week's episode of the Goldbergs episode named Mr. Ships. Goldberg's in it, and he says, you found my 2 weaknesses, my need to dominate and my desire to get paid for nothing.
Wow. He did both in WWE.
Yeah. I guess that was a joke.
Oh, yeah.
In that show. I'm Raj Mali. If a baby's legs pop out at 11:59 p.m., but his head doesn't come out until 12:01, which day was he born on? And then Jason Deerham says his head comes out last. Is the baby half dolphin? So I don't know.
What?
Babies' legs don't usually come out first when they're born.
It has to be the head because once the head's in, you won't be able to pull it out. You'll rip it apart.
Yeah.
So
You'll
if they're-
decapitate.
Well,
them.
I don't think they pull it like that.
Well, I've seen a few. How many have you seen?
Yeah.
No, they really go in and just pull it. That's why if the head's first, the rest just kind of oozes out. But if a baby's upside down, that's when you have to do a
It's the
C-section.
most beautiful, disgusting thing you'll ever see.
Correct.
Okay.
Sammy, if you can choose one WWE wrestler, past or present, to be featured in the Super Smash Bros. Game, who would you choose? I guess
Flair.
I think
Come here!
I think
Throws
the
a
Rock
beer at
would
you.
be a lot of fun.
He humps all the characters.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar would be like dominant.
Yeah.
You know, you could just fucking destroy
But Rock has
everyone.
all the taunts.
Yeah, maybe. Brian Land, it's a good thing. Like, Brock versus Donkey Kong.
Right.
Pretty good. Brian Land, I think it's a good thing to distance Riddle from the Lucha House Party so WWE doesn't make another Lucha Bros. Plus, the gimmick was horrible. I mean, it's been 1 week, Brian.
Yeah.
Give him time.
Yeah,
He'll be back.
He'll be back with them.
They'll do some Lucha things together.
Lucha things.
Jason Claver, update number 12. I watched WrestleMania 14 directly after AEW Revolution, so that contrast was definitely refreshing. I'll throw out another question for you guys. What's your favorite WrestleMania match, excluding Shawn and Taker?
Ooh.
Yeah, that might need to be a bracket too, right? We haven't done best WrestleMania match. We've done best WrestleMania moments.
Yeah.
I don't think
Best
we've done
Mania
best
match might be
Mania
really
match.
You'd almost have to take out Triple H ones too, because I think that the second Triple H one was so much fun with
you
Shawn
could
Michaels
just say
super
that
kicking
one.
him into a pedigree, and Shawn can't count to 3.
Yeah.
It's such a great moment. A lot of people talk about Macho Man and Ricky Steamboat with their 27 kickouts.
Yeah. I really love Shawn and Jericho at WrestleMania 19.
Yeah,
Very
we
good
see that's
match.
the thing. We would just pick another Shawn Michaels match.
Okay, so we have to do that bracket with no Shawn Michaels matches.
He's out.
He's out. Otherwise, it'd be just 32 Shawn Michaels matches.
Yeah,
And
basically.
he's only been in 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. John Dean, Pushfire Barry, Mysterio edition. Ray riding piggyback to the ring.
Fire that.
Ray face fucking Otis.
Fire that.
Ray headbutting the cameraman after.
Fire that.
Yeah.
Yeah, fire them.
I guess, can we get a
What?
middle for Ray?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Drove Doshi just watched Money Plane. Now I know why Edge came back to wrestling. Can't wait to hear your recap.
Oh,
Well, Drov, if you want to see a dude fucking an alligator,
Money Plane.
money plane.
And you won't see that.
No, nothing
Yeah.
like that actually.
No.
If you think you're going to see a dude fucking an alligator, Money Plane.
Kelsey Grammer's a fucking liar.
Yeah.
Saint Mantoots, if you were doing a prediction sheet back in 2001 when the titles were unified and Jericho versus The Rock and the winner faces Stone Cold, who would you have predicted? Looking back now, do you think they made the right choice? Yeah, it's
Oh, absolutely.
awesome that
So, first
Jericho...
I totally would have gone
Undisputed
with
champion.
Jericho in that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
great. The other guys kind of got screwed and stuff.
I don't
It
even
was fun.
remember who I thought was going to win that going into it, so I
Yeah.
have no
Right.
idea. But apparently
sure he
Eric
would have
fucking
picked
knew.
Stone Cold.
Apparently Eric fucking knew. I guess Eric
I'm a
would have been the
Jericho fan.
pay-per-view prediction champion.
I would have been.
Yeah.
Damn right.
But you're not.
716. Who do you think was over the most, Mizdow or Eugene? That's actually kind of tough.
Yeah.
They both got...
Because Eugene had
God.
like fucking Hulk Hogan.
Eugene was in main event storylines.
He was.
So he was getting like main event pops, like
Yeah,
ridiculousness.
it's Eugene for sure.
I think it's Eugene.
He's like, I'm not retard, but I play one on
He
TV.
helped Chris Benoit retain the championship
Right.
from Triple H and Evolution. Like Evolution was all beating up Benoit, and then Eugene came out and beat up all of them.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
unbelievable.
I mean, his moment with Hulk Hogan coming back was fun.
Yeah. Wearing
He
his
had his times.
jacket.
Mark
inside
Carver.
out.
Mark Carver, did we just witness Sheamus' best match of his life, or is my weed just that strong? No, last week was his best match of his
Who?
life. Sheamus.
Sheamus.
Oh,
The
Yeah.
first one with McIntyre was really good. This one they crashed into
the
each other.
second one
Crashed into each other and they died.
The second one was weird. The third one might be a little bit better than the last one. The fourth one, though, I can't wait for. When they do the fifth one,
Yeah.
I think it'll be better than expected. The sixth one at WrestleMania,
Best of 7?
damn right,
Well, obviously the 7th has to be at Mania.
and it'll be a tie.
And then the winner faces Lashley in the Mania.
And then they're a tag team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, that's all for fan questions. So make sure you subscribe to our podcast. Give us a 5-star review. Check out our official website, what'swrongwithwrestling.com. Like the show on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wrong Wrestling. Get a t-shirt at prowrestlingtees.com/what's wrong with wrestling. Ask Adam Romero which ones to get. Just get all the ones he has.
Yeah.
Only $19.99. Become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/what's wrong with wrestling. $5 gets you everything. Try it out. There's unlimited content on there. So
much.
Check it out.
Disclaimer, your views of Unlimited and our views of Unlimited
If you
may
love
differ.
this podcast, the brackets are even better.
They are.
Because they're so much fun.
$5 a month?
Right.
That doesn't even make sense.
Also, the thing about the 5-star review, that actually really helps us. It makes us more visible when searching wrestling
All those
podcasts.
things I just said, do them.
Do all of them.
Yeah.
Please.
Do them.
Please.
What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. And he's always right. Don't you dare have a different opinion. He sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin. It kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. Obnoxious, crazy, loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. Strong, big players, pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Every served most loved, and he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric Gallo push him off a cliff. He doesn't think Stacey Keebler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with